Gang, 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 gang. Hey, I told y'all, I'm about to get my ring light. Hey, what it do? It's your boy, Liddy Lou. I told you guys I'm back. I'm about to come with the content over again. What you talking about? Today, I'm going to go ahead and tell you a story time. And this story time is a story time that I don't like talking about, really. I don't bring it up as much no more. I be keeping it in the past because that way that shit just affected me. I just don't like to go revisit that time of my life. But I'm going to tell y'all the time that I got arrested, expelled, and charged all on the same day. So this all goes all the way back to freshman year. So we're gonna call him C. Y'all figure out who the fuck C is. So C, he was a new kid in our gym class, in my gym class, and I had this little group at the time that I was with every time in gym. I always be with them in gym. And I see him, he was playing by himself. Like, we was playing ball, whatever, he was playing by himself. So I'm talking to my friend F and C, I. So F and C, I was talking to them, and I'm like, oh, I think he knew he by himself. So let's just try to bring him up over here with us and try to be cool with him, whatever. Just me being the friendly person I am, I was just like, you know what, let me just bring him over here and we can somehow make him part of the group, something like that. That was our intention. So it was good at first, and then it was one day, it was probably January or February. It was some snap that he posted on his story, and then I'm watching it. I'm like, it was about me. I knew it was about me. He was throwing a sub, and I was like, why is he throwing subs? So then I was gonna slide up, but I don't know if I slid up or not. I don't remember. But I knew the next day if I see him, I was gonna confront him about it. So I did. I'm like, I go up to him with my friends and stuff like that. Don't think I was trying to gang up on him, because I was not doing that. They was just with me. They wasn't gonna do anything. They was just trying to watch trying to watch what I was about to do. So I go ahead and confront him. I'm like, what? Why are you talking about me? What's this about your story and stuff like that? Then out of nowhere, he's just like, oh, do you want to fight about it? I'm like, but mind you, we at the pool. I was thinking if I do that, for one, I might slip. I might crack my head open. We might fall in the pool or some shit. I was not trying to do that. So I was like, if you want to fight, we can fight outside of class. Outside of class, class is over. I don't see him nowhere. So I'm like, okay. I really didn't care as much to fight him, because the situation was serious. But if he wanted to fight, I had no problem doing that. But he didn't want to fight, so end of the day. So that happened, and then the rest of the school year, I was just not fucking with him. I'm like, you're weird. I can't do that. That was that. Sophomore year comes. During the beginning of the year, C comes back again and was trying to keep what happened in the past and trying to bring a new start. Start fresh or whatever. So then I'm like, okay, I didn't really care because I didn't really hold a grudge about that. So I'm like, okay, so the whole year he was being friendly. I didn't really see a problem with it, really. But I'm like, okay, whatever. It was good at the point till June hits. And it was the last week of June, last week of school, And it was fight week. So it was one fight. It was I forgot what day. It was one fight. And it was with my used-to-be friend and with these girls. The funny thing about it was C was involved. He got involved into the fight. And it was girls. So I didn't know what was going on in my head. I thought he was trying to jump in, hit my friend and stuff like that. I really didn't know. I was trying to break the girls off her and stuff like that. So that was the first fight. The second fight was my fight. I will post the first fight, but I'm not doing that because for respect. Same day it was the first fight. The girl went live. The girl that fought my friend went live and was talking about it. And then this girl A, so her name is A. She is used to I'm off and on again with her, on again, off again friend, some type. So then she went in the comments on the live and was talking shit about my friend and was saying how, oh, I tried to press her and she didn't want it, she don't want it. I'm like, bro, this is the type, I don't like when people try to mix in the crowd or try to prove something and shit, because you're not about that. I know her. She was not about that, especially in school. It was all hype. She was just because everybody was mad at her, she just wanted to get involved into the mix and want to get mad at her too and try to talk her shit, press her and stuff like that. I didn't like that. Because, like, if you really had a problem with her, don't be up in her face in school the next day. Like that's weird. So I had a problem with that. The next day, which is the second day, I was in my gym class. We was in the auditorium with my friends, and I was talking about it to them because they saw what happened on the live too. So we was all talking about it. And I'm over here like, bro, I can't fuck with her. She's weird and she's moving funny. She's trying to impress her and stuff like that. I didn't like that. So she comes in. A comes in the auditorium and is trying to be like, oh, hey guys, that fake shit. So I'm like, bro, no, you're weird. So I told her about it. I'm like, you're weird. I saw what you did on the live. You were weird as hell. I can't fuck with you. She felt some type of way, so she left. And then my friend D, J, and Y. So please keep all these letters in mind because it's a lot of people involved. So yeah, so D, J, and Y, they all come in the auditorium. I think one of them or two of them had my gym class too. I don't remember. But they came into the auditorium because we had to talk. And the gym teachers didn't really care because, like, we was just talking. It's an auditorium. Nobody can really not go in. So it was really, like, it was no problem. D was going to go press A because A had a problem with her, and she been had a problem with her for how long? Like, they've been trying to fight for a while, and that never happened because why? A never wants to fight. Like, I swear to God, A never wants to fight. Like, D's my best friend, so I'm over here like gassing her up, like, bro, when she come in, you better press her, do something, cause shit, this the last week. Fuck it at this point. So A comes back, and from A going outside, she went and met up with C. And then another girl is involved, AJ. So C and AJ was with A. And then A was telling C something about how D was talking about him for some reason. And I don't remember that because me being around D so much, I did not remember her saying nothing about him. She was worried about A, not C. So I don't know where. Basically what she was trying to do was trying to get the pressure off of her and into him. So D wouldn't have to go confront her. So A comes back in the auditorium, and then D's go over here confront her. This is how it happened. Shit. Okay, so D was over here. So it was like, she was like, "What? What's the problem? You want to fight? What's the problem?" And then A was wearing a dress. She was like this. She was like this. Like, what you over here standing over there for? Like, if somebody's over here trying to confront you and you're gonna stand over there saying nothing, where was this energy before? Where was this energy? So I'm sitting there like, wow, like she's pressing you and you're not doing nothing. So, and it be times where she be talking shit about D around me. She be talking like I was just like combobulized, however you say that shit, flabbergasted and shit. So I'm over here sitting there like, wow. And then while that was going on, C comes in the auditorium and confronts her. No, sees what's going on and it tries to confront D. I'm sitting over there like, bro, what are you confronting D for? So then he was like talking. D was trying to go ahead and just like settle the fact that she was not talking shit about him. We had no reason to talk shit about him. He was not even worried about him. So then he just took that opportunity just to go ahead and be like, oh, you want to fight? Because I fight females and girls. One thing I don't like is when niggas just like fun out like they hit females. Like, there's one thing to like defend yourself, but then to like constantly like get yourself involved by hitting females, I don't fuck with that. I don't like that. I don't respect that. And so he was just fronting that shit. Like, oh, I fight females, so it's good. So I'm like, oh, yo, okay. So if you touch her, it's going to be a problem. It's noted. I'm over here standing, waiting for him to do something. Like, I want him to do something. D is backing up. I'm over here push her back. And then, boom, C comes in and hits her. So I'm jumping in. J jumped in. Y jumped in. But yeah, let me show you how it looked like. So this is what happened. So yeah, you see how the teacher is grabbing me? Keep a note about that teacher. So he was grabbing me. I could barely swing, bro. Like, he was grabbing me. The chance I had to go ahead, I tried to go, but they was all in front of me. Like, I really had no way to like really like do him in, because all these girls was just in front of him trying to like get at him. I was trying to push him out the way so I could get to him. Like, let us niggas fight. I get dragged to the floor. Out here, I get rug burns on my arm, on my leg. I'm gonna show you the pictures. Like, this is all what happened. And what you call it? So that happened, and I'm over here pissed, screaming because he was on top of me. I'm like, get off me, get off me. And I couldn't, like, I wish I kept my eyes on him so I knew where they took him. So I would have ran out the right door. But when he let me go, he fell. The teacher fell on the floor, and I ran out the wrong door trying to look for him. Like, I just sped out. I'm over here in the office now. I know I'm going to get suspended for the rest of the week and for a couple of days for the first day when school opens back up. So then the principal is telling me that the teacher that like trying to like drag me on the floor, the one that you saw in the video, he ended up going to the hospital because something happened to his back. And he tried to put the blame on me. First of all, he's a teacher, not a security guard. What he chose to do, that's what he chose to do. Don't put no blame on me. He's a grown-ass man. He knew what the fuck he was doing. So don't put no type of blame on me. So then I'm hearing that. I'm like, all right, bro. And my dad's over here. He was the one that picked me up and listened to all this bullshit. Over here agreeing with them. I'm like, oh my God, okay. So then I leave. This security guard comes out of nowhere and is over here telling my dad, oh, your son is a troublemaker. He records fights and shit like that. I'm like, miss, you don't see me nowhere. I never see you in a day of my life. So how the fuck do you see me recording phones? I mean, recording videos. Recording fights. I never recorded a fight in my life. Like, it was like, I lied. But not like, in school, like, I'm not the type to really record fights. I be watching the fights. I don't record none of that shit. I just be watching because I know people's gonna record it anyway. So I don't do that. And I don't cause trouble. I don't instigate. I don't do none of that sort. I'm too, back then, I was too busy getting lit to over here trying to instigate shit. I don't have, like, I was over here trying to be dramas free as possible. But somehow, issues just always come to me. That's just what it is. So the fact that she tried to paint me as this bad person just gave my dad another idea of how I really am. And that idea that he had of me was never that person. I was never that person. So that pissed me the fuck off. I go home. My mom's mad that I got suspended and stuff like that. Even though I try to be like, oh, these are girls and the nigga's hitting a girl. I would think that she would understand why I did what I did, but guess not. My dad didn't either. So, anyways, I go on live. It was the same day on live. I'm gonna put the live up too. Alright, here.
I don't give a fuck.
This is just tragic. All right, y'all can leave then.
Nah, y'all
don't
start.
Y'all
not on something, nothing. Y'all can leave.
How y'all pull up the
straight
like that? But we the ones that jumped him and ain't nobody pull up.
Y'all only do that because y'all feel as though he a weak type. My nigga and my cousin said what's good to what he do, but both of them.
No, my brother want his rounds. My brother want his rounds with him.
My
all good?
family want their rounds.
Exactly. You was okay.
Now what happened?
Bitch, you know what?
What was you saying? What was you saying? Say it again.
But you ain't had that energy.
You know what happened?
You had that energy earlier. You ain't had that.
I definitely had that. I definitely had that same energy.
I was in your phrase. I was in your face. Go ahead. But you can talk though. Go ahead. Because
you definitely wasn't in my face because if you were in my face, I would have popped on you. I would have popped on you. I would have popped on you. Shit like that.
Because you was the man was saying lower your voice down.
Lower your voice.
Lower your voice down.
Because I don't know who you were talking to. I don't know what you was talking to. I wasn't the one then. I'm not the one now. I'm confused.
Let her talk. Let her talk. Tell your story, Mom. Tell your story. Your face not even in the camera.
First of all, I've been told, as I said, don't swing on no girl. First, Donnie jumped in.
Stop yelling.
My bad. You gotta understand where I'm at.
I know.
You was just telling us 4 against 1. That's a jump. Now, if you really told him not
that
to
is a
swing
jump.
on
That
no
is
girl,
a jump.
that
That is a jump.
Let's be honest now.
Jumping if you told baby. He would have never swung on him if on us.
He's a nigga. He's a nigga at the end of the day. So fuck what
it don't matter. It don't matter. That's still a jump.
Now it don't matter.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
You told him not to swing on us. Which one is it?
Exactly. Switching your story up. Switching your story up.
Alright, so the girls on the top is my friends. All the girls I described that was involved in the first fight that I showed. And the bottom, that dark screen, that's A. She was not like showing her face for what? I don't know. So she wasn't showing her face. They were talking. We was talking that shit. We was trying to plan to go meet them up at the park because they live at a park. And we all could have linked up in the car together, drove to the park to go fight them. Because the sister wanted it too. His sister wanted it too. Yes, he has a sister and she wanted it too. So we was all trying to plan to fight them. Even A, we was trying to fight her too. And well, not we, like we as the girls. I wasn't gonna hit no girl. But anyways, yeah, so we was all planning to go fight in the park and they never wanted to link. I missed the part. So when I came home, My mom was gone. It was me and my brothers. C comes to my complex looking for me now. So then I'm over here by myself. I don't know who to call. My friends is all in the graduation because the same day that was of graduation. So I couldn't really call anybody to really like link with me and stuff like that. If shit was to pop off, no, it was gonna pop off because he was looking for me. So I had nobody. Even my brothers, they don't fight. So I didn't really expect them to like really jump in. I was just like by myself at this point. So then AJ calls me. Remember AJ? It was the friend that was with C and A outside of the auditorium. This is my friend. AJ's my friend too. Like we've been close for like a while. So she calls me. She's like, "Oh, where you at?" I'm like, "I'm home. What's the problem?" So then she's like, C's over here looking for you. He's trying to fight, get his fair ones and stuff like that. Bro, when I tell you, when I look out the window, it's a big ass group. Why is there a big ass group when he's trying to get the fair ones? Something is gonna happen. Like I be over here paranoid about shit like that because I just have a low key of fear of getting jumped. I don't want to get jumped, but shit happens. But at this time, I know that I might possibly get jumped, so I just didn't go outside by myself. We're still on the phone. Now I'm over here getting aggravated because, like, first of all, you're supposed to be my friend. Now it looks like you're in with C-side. You're not over here defending me now. She's like, oh, because you were talking shit on Snap, but he's over here looking for you. What's up with that? First of all, he talked shit first. It don't even matter who the fuck was talking shit first. I thought the shit would be over. It was not over. He had his friends add me on Snap. The time when Snap was like really used back then. He had him add me on Snap, trying to like press me, trying to fight me. That nigga lived all the way in Newark. I'm over here just arguing with him now. I'm arguing with C. C kept throwing subs at me at his story. Like, just kept going on and on and on. And I just kept entertaining it. Like, I don't know why. But I think it was just at that time, like, summer was, like, good to me. I just really cared that much. But I knew, like, if I saw him outside just out of nowhere, I knew I would have pressed him. But just, like, somehow I just did not see him this whole summer. Plus, I was trying to link him that time when we was trying to fight at the park. Nothing. Like, didn't want to link at all. School starts, and I'm back to school from my suspension. Everything was fine till the second day. School was over. I was with my friends, like, going to get pizza and stuff. I didn't tell my mom, though. I should have told my mom. Reason why I should have told her, because when I went to the pizza shop, guess who comes to the shop, too? C, AJ, and then my other used-to-be friend. We're going to call her Aya. We're going to call her Aya. So C, AJ, and Aya, they all came to the pizza shop, and I'm just, like, shocked and threw them back. Now, I'm over here feeling, like, anxious, because, like, you know, like, when you see somebody you don't like, and you know you need to fight, you're gonna fight them, probably. Like, you just feel that feeling. I think, what you call it? Adrenaline, I think. I think that's how you call it. I don't know. Just didn't choose to fight him, but then he didn't come to me anyway. The reason why I didn't go ahead and went on my way to go ahead and fight him was because I didn't tell my mom where I was going. So it will look bad if I did fight him and I came back home, look like I just came out of the fight. Because my mom was home. And she was going to realize that I just got into a fight. And she knows the whole situation with me and C. The next day when school comes, it's the morning. C's sister comes and confronts me about what happened. I'm like, bro, why do you have your sister coming to me, asking me what the fuck happened? We're both niggas here. You can talk to me like a man that you claim that you are. He brought his sister, trying to talk to me. Now I'm over here pissed because, like, bro, like, you're literally dragging it at this point. Because, like, you don't want to fight. If you wanted to fight, you could have been fought. So I just leave at that point because homeroom is about to start. I leave. He's on the other side. I look at him, just give him a little smirk because he looked mad as hell. I gave him a smirk. That ticked him off, so he tries to run towards me. But his friend and his sister was trying to push him back. I just kept walking because, like, bro, at this point, you're just trying to show off. Because after that, he had the assistant principal That's the assistant principal go ahead and call him in his office and try to, like, figure out what happened. Then I get called during class to go to the office. They asked me about what happened. And then I over here and I tell them, every time I tell them everything that happens. Now this time, they're trying to put me on a contract, me and him. So the contract, it says, like, if we talk to each other in school or out of school, or if we text, or if we try to fight in or out of school, we're going to get charged, arrested, then charged, then expelled. So that was what's going to happen. So I was trying so hard not to break that rule at that point, because I was not trying to like put that on my mom, because I know how she's going to react if something did happen. Days go by, it's not really a problem. I'm not really worried about him. Tries to text me again, knowing the fact that we're not supposed to speak to each other. He hits me up again. So I'm like, bro, what is your problem? Like, at this point, I think he's sick. Like, you're literally mentally sick, because if we're on a contract and you're still trying to provoke me, you have a problem. And it's like, I was trying so hard not to get to that point. But that one day, after he said what he said on his story, I forgot what the fuck he said. And at the time, he was not saving messages either. Because, like, you know on Snapchat where you, like, can save messages or not? I don't be really saving messages on Snap, really. It'd be the person I'd be texting that'd be saving it or not. Because I really don't care that much to really save. Because I have iMessage. So, and nothing in Snapchat I was really texting about was really important. So, it was in the morning. So, I was trying to look for him with my friend. And he comes. I'm walking towards him. I'm like, yo. Calling him yo. He keep walking away to the cafeteria. So I'm like, okay. He goes in his time to go to the same assistant principal, tells him what the fuck happened, and I get called down. So you think, like, when you, like, tell on somebody, like, you trying to, like, speak up or, like, talk on a situation on somebody, you would think the person that told won't get in trouble, right? Wrong. So I got in trouble. He got in trouble too. But before all that, they brought up to me, if a problem happens or if something happens, I can go up to them and say that whatever happened, and I can, like, explain to them and something will be figured out. So him doing that, like, telling on me, shows that it was no point to really go anywhere. Plus, I'm not a snitch. Like, I was not going to really go ahead and just go run to the principal with all my problems. Like, I don't do that. Who the fuck does that? We're suspended now because we kind of broke the rule. I was supposed to supposedly get suspended. I came to school that day. It was like an evacuation drill. And then the assistant principal saw me. It was like, what are you doing here? You're not supposed to be here. I'm like, what are you talking about? You never said anything about when I was supposed to, like, start suspension or anything. Like, they didn't say anything. So they put me into ISS. I was so pissed. My parents was not home. So I had to stay in ISS the whole day. So that happened. Suspension is like 2-3 days. Then the meeting happened. So it was supposed to be me and C together with our parents. C didn't come. So we had to do the meeting on the phone. But I still had to come. I come with my mom. And they're telling me how there were Snapchat messages that C went and showed them. But mind you, he only showed the messages that I said. So it made it look like I pressed him. That was funny because I did not press him first. He pressed me. And so then they was trying to make it seem like now I'm the problem. And then now my mom's making it, oh, you probably, like, now they're telling us if we break the contract again, we're going to get expelled. So I just did, I just listened to it. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to really do anything really. So the meeting's over. I'll come back to school. Now, I had a problem with Aya because Y just recently had a baby, and Aya was trying to insult her baby and stuff like that, which was wrong because, like, you shouldn't be talking about people's kids. It was one day, it was November. She was gonna plan to fight her. It was only supposed to be her and Aya fighting, and it was the morning. So she was ready. I knew she was gonna fight her. I knew. So I was just over here waiting with her before I went into class because I had gym, so my class was right there. So I was just going to go ahead and watch it and then just go into the locker room. So they fight. Here cheering on. I'm like, yeah. Cheering her on. She gets mad because I'm over here, like, hyping her up. His friend is getting beat up. He feels away. So he over here tries to confront me again. Mind you, we're still on the contract. Like, why are you still trying to go against the contract? I'm over here screaming to him, if you want to fight, you know I live. Come meet me if you want to fight. We can go after school and we can fight with no problem. Because at that point, I really give a fuck. I just did not want to fight in school. We could have fought at my house. If they fought, he wanted to take the opportunity to fight me. So then everybody's like, oh. So then I'm over here standing back, walking back. I still have my jacket on, still have my backpack on me. Let me show you. Bro, like, I really don't like how I fought because, like, I was not really planning to fight anyway. Here, just swinging, trying to, like, do the best I can because, like, at that point, I'm just, like, in shock. I'm pissed. My emotions was all over the place. I couldn't really focus really on what I was doing. I was just swinging, trying to like get to him, onto each other. This nigga's over here pulling on my fucking hair. But the teacher, that's the same teacher. Remember that teacher? That's the same teacher that broke me up on the first fight. The one that hit his back and I got the blame for it. He got involved too. Yeah, we fought on the floor. I try to like get him again. So the fight happens. I'll go to the nurse. Because like after a fight, you have to go to the nurse, whatever. I had like a little scratch because he scratched my face. My lip was like cut. He pulled my hair. He ripped my fucking favorite champion shirt. I was trying to drink water. I was exhausted. But they take me to the office. They're telling me to write a report about what happened. I literally write everything that happened. So after that, I gave him the report. A police officer comes. Now they're like, oh, you're gonna have to put your hands behind your back. Whoa, why? Now I'm like, okay, so they call the police. Now I have to get arrested. They put handcuffs on me behind my back. I'm walking out the back outside to go into the police car. And then at that point, I just feel embarrassed. I'm like, oh my God. Let me eat some banana bread. I'm in the back of the police car. They have my phone. They have my backpack and everything. I'm talking to the police officer about what happened. He understood what I was talking about. But at the same time, the school called the police, so did what they had to do. I'm waiting on my mom now. She comes, I know she's mad. Because the way she came in, she was like upset. And then we're going home, it was silent. And when we stopped, like she started to cry. That shit hit me too, because like, I knew that none of this was my fault. I've been trying to avoid him as much as possible just for the sake of not getting expelled or arrested. It did hit me, I started to cry. We was just crying in the car. So that happened, I go inside, trying to clean myself up, trying to fix my hair. I called my friends up and trying to explain everything that happened. I was just pissed. I was mad. Now I had to get homeschooled for the rest of the year. Like, I don't like being homeschooled. Like, even with this whole virtual learning shit, like, I don't like that shit. So I only was there for, like, since November, from September to November. I stopped posting on stuff. I was ghosting everybody. I wasn't really talking to much. I was falling back from everybody because after that fight happened, I really saw hella people's true colors that I thought I was cool with. They made it seem like I lost, I got beat up, I was just bullshit. I was just like, alright, bro. That month of December, January, February, like, I just like learned a lot and just like realized a lot. I cried a lot. And then January comes and it was time to go to court. And it was me, my mom, and my dad. I see with his family and stuff. I didn't really pay him no mind. I'm like, whatever. So I'm here waiting to go talk to I think some prosecutor I think it's some lady. They tell us to go into the office. We're talking about like the whole situation and stuff like that. So then she tells me to pull up the fight video. So I'll go ahead and pull it up. I show my mom and my dad. When they're watching it, now they know what I'm talking about. So I'm just sitting there like, wow. This whole time you thought I was lying? Now you see it in your face. You want to go believe what the fuck my principal said. Because they said when he called on the phone, he told them that I was the one that I was ready to fight. When they watched the video, they knew I was not ready to fight. The boy ran to me. So I had to fight. Like, so then I'm watching it, I'm like, The lady was like, so you have two options. You can either take this to trial, but then there's like a high % chance I might lose it because the teacher charged. Mind you, now the teacher charged me. They're telling me now the same teacher that broke up the first fight and broke up this fight, charged me this time because he got hurt again. So I'm thinking, why did you not learn the first time? If you got hurt the first time, why would you try to break up a fight another time? Now you want to go ahead and try to get some money. He was not trying to break my parents' pockets. And then saying if I lose it, I want to do like 6 months of juvie. And I was not trying to do juvie. So the second option was just to plead guilty and do a program and finish homeschool for the rest of the year. It's the rest of the school year I was doing homeschool, improving myself. I'm over here doing the program. I had a little mentor. It was going good. I was not getting in trouble. The homeschool's over. My program is over at this point. It's June. It's summer about to start. So, yeah, that happens. Senior year starts. I come back. Me and C wanted to talk to me. And it was trying to, like, put everything in the past. Again, just like he did his sophomore year. Put everything in the past. He felt sorry about what happened. This and that. I mean, I accepted it, but like, I can't be cool with you. I can't be friends with you no more. I can't, cause like the way you move, I don't like that. Like you can't even man up for yourself to come to me as a man. You can't link with me and fight me like you wanted to. Like you do all these you run to the principal, stuff like that for certain things, but you can't go to me about it. Like I can't respect that. I mean, okay, I can accept your apology, but that's that. You won't see me talking to you, won't see me hanging out with you, none of that. I hope you should call it. I hope he's doing good, because I'm doing great. I'm doing marvelous. Like I'm doing absolutely great. And then also like the problem with my school, like the way they handle it, I did not like that. That whole senior year, they was just on my back. They was trying to put me into like trouble. Like they was trying to get me in trouble a lot. Like they really was trying to like get me out of school for some reason. I'm like, what was the point of bringing me back to school if you're gonna keep doing the same shit? Don't recommend going to North Brunswick Township. Do not go to that school. Horrible, horrible, horrible school. Yeah, now at this point in my life, I'm just like free from the drama. I don't really get in drama no more. I be getting lit. I be doing my thing. So yeah, that's what happened. I hope you guys enjoyed my story time. If y'all want more content, let me know. If you want more story times, let me know. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this to your friends. Let them know about your boy. And I'll see y'all next time. So peace out, guys. Blue out.